Welcome back to Politics Today. We're looking at the economic downturn, President Muhammadu Buhari, and an ailing economy, the challenges facing Nigeria. Our guest in Abuja studio, Mr. Akinshiju, I'll go right back to you now. You were talking about the president's economic team. You said he would have no better team in place. But isn't it curious that the president's economic team seems particularly hopeful of a positive outlook at the end of the year, but every other economic analyst outside the president's team seems to disagree with that school of thought? How does that fit in?
Yeah, well, I don't think it has to do with every. Economic thoughts are diversified. You know, if you put 100 economists in a room, you have 100 different opinions. So I don't want to agree with that. What I know is that there are options. There's what you call the convenient, easy option, and there's what you call the hard, difficult option. As it were, the economic team and the president are decided to follow the hard, difficult option. The easy, convenient option would naturally be to borrow more dollar loans, you know, and of course fund our recurrence. And when you borrow more dollar loans, you fund your recurrence, you fund we spend an average of $24 billion to import food into Nigeria every year. That is disgraceful enough, but a government that wants the easy way out will just do that. Okay? Now, this government has decided to follow the difficult, hard option, and that is about sustaining the system. It's about laying the foundation for the diversification of the economy, that you get to see every economist talk about diversification, you know, in recent time, as if Nigeria has just come into being, as if it's just the first time we've had a government, as if it's the first time we're talking about diversification. But in truth, you never attempted this in the true sense of it, because diversification is actually implemented when you have your time of boom. When you talk about diversification, the basis of diversification is diversifying at the cheapest possible cost. And when you diversify at the cheapest possible cost, it impacts the people naturally. But as it were, we are diversifying at the most expensive cost, as it were, because we are forced to devalue our naira. And when you devalue your naira, it means your imports. Now we need to import raw materials, we need to import machineries and equipment at a higher rate. You know, what we need, seedlings for agriculture, we have to import at a higher rate. But the truth of the matter is either we do this, you know, or we don't, and follow that other option of going to borrow money to fund our recurrence and our food. Now, when you do that, as we have been doing in the last so many years, we ended up actually eating up our today, and we have actually ate up the future of our children, as it were, because despite all the billions
just a moment, let's bring this home now. The APC made campaign promises to Nigerians, you know, the issue of diversification and all whatnot. Doesn't the APC government owe Nigerians an explanation, considering the fact that promises were made?
Yeah, of course, the promises were made and promises are being implemented, as it were. Don't forget that in recent time we are getting reports from the north and part of southeast on increase in expected harvest of rice farmers, and this is directly linked to the borrowers scheme. You know, what we call the anchor borrower scheme that was introduced by this government.
All right, thank you very much, Niyi Akinshiju, member of the APC and policy analysts, for sharing your thoughts with us. Well, that's our program tonight. Many thanks for being part of the show. I'm Imana Amawe. Bye for now.